Hebrews say they always black. We say we talk to God. We won't never say he talking back. Lex Luger flexing from these reverends like they torture racks.
Okay, this is why I believe that the concept of God came from money, right? If I tell you this money has value, right? If you believe that this money has value, like you cannot buy anything without this. You cannot do anything without this. You need this to live. If I can convince you of that, then I can make you work for this. I can make you a slave for this, right? Now, if you take that concept of a piece of paper that has no value, but we believe that this piece of paper has value, so we put our trust in it. We trust it we entrust our life to this piece of paper. So we spend our whole life to make a dollar, to make a living. Because we trust this. We believe that this money has value. So take that and apply that to God. You believe that God is real. You believe that you have to believe in God to go to heaven. So you give God the value that he has. Just like we give money the value that it has. It tells you on the back of this money that in God we trust. In God we trust. Now the same creators who created the money tells you that they trust in God. So now, if we can, like I say, this is why I believe the concept of God came from money, because they convincing you, they have convinced you that you need this money to do everything. So the same people that created this money created the Bible, created God. They created this concept that we need a God, just like you need this money. You know what I'm saying? You can't do nothing without it. If you don't have it, you're going to have a miserable life. Well, if you don't believe in God, you're going to have a miserable afterlife. You're going to be punished forever, right? You're going to go to hell. So it's clear to see that this concept came from the creators of money. All over the world, you see billboards about God. God is not banned from the United States, just like money is not banned from the United States. They promote God just like they promote money, because God equals money. God is money. For that, they telling you, in God we trust. Jesus is money. They making the most dollars off of the Bible. Off who you think own the copyright to the Bible? The British Crown. God does not own the copyright to your Bible. It is the British Crown. So they making all the money off your belief in a God. The churches, the preachers. Because the creators of this money is the one that's created your Bible. Is the same one that created your concept of God. You trusting in a God. You giving all your time, your energy to a God that don't even exist. You giving all your time and your energy to money that doesn't really exist. It's clear to see that this concept of God came from the concept of money. The same ones who created this money, in God we trust, says that you should trust in their God. You should trust in the God of the Bible that they created, because that's who make them their money. So they have made God a slave to them. So God is a slave to the people who created money, because they making their living off of God. They're making their money off of God. Jesus is big business. God is big business. It's $1 trillion industry. So that's why God equals money. That's why they push this God so hard. That's why they can make you put your hand on a Bible in court. An evil man can easily put their hand on this book that they created. Because the concept of God clearly came from the concept of money.
You believe what you can show, or just believe from what you know? What make a book holy if God never wrote it? Imagine God was just misquoted. If God was